We're very pleased that we've learned just recently that we will be one of the sites of the activities as part of the G-20 Economic Summit to be held here in late September. And I think we, like many institutions, cultural institutions and educational institutions in Pittsburgh, wanted to show off our wares and our locations to the world, and had a couple of weeks ago some groups from the White House and Office of Protocol, etc., come through checking us out. And I think we're very excited and pleased because I think to choose the Warhol Museum to show off to the world suggests that the modernity of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's recovery, Pittsburgh's crawling in out of the hole, if you will, is just what I think the President is looking to show the world leaders, because we know that there are towns in Eastern Europe and in China and in Russia that have had the same decline due to steel. And we know, for example, how in Spain, in Bilbao, a new museum there turned that city around. And I think also the fact that this museum is about dialogue with all of our communities is something that the President and the First Lady have shown themselves to be very interested in, that it's not just about trickle down in their mentalities. And so we're very pleased we're going to be able to show them the work and the art of a fellow who was very much a Pittsburgher and then went around the world. And I think one of the things that I included in some cheat sheets that we all shared with the White House was that here is an artist and our museum that has sent many exhibitions all over the world, and we've sent them to 15 of those G20 nations. We'll have the tail end of our Warhol Live exhibition, which I think will be great because it will take probably the people in that group, all of whom are of a certain age, back to when they were young, remembering some of the rock and roll music of the 60s and 70s. But also, it will be the very beginnings of our preparation for our show of Shepard Fairey, the artist, the street artist who you may remember did the portrait that's now the official portrait in the National Portrait Gallery of Mr. Obama. And so he will be doing installations all around Pittsburgh, starting really in just a few weeks from now, climaxing then when his show opens in mid-October. But we hope some buildings in the proximity of the museum will have some Shepard Fairey images that people from Washington will remember and will be very pleased about.
Today we were very pleased to learn that the White House is planning on having some of the festivities or the events associated with the G20 conference at Phipps Conservatory. A lot of organizations were invited to submit their names through Visit Pittsburgh and the Allegheny Conference as places that wanted to be considered for the G20. We obviously did something like that, and we highlighted the fact that we have this wonderful, absolutely beautiful and stunning place, the conservatory, and we also highlighted a lot of the green initiatives that we've been involved in. Here we are with a relic from the last industrial age in an old conservatory from 1893, and we're transforming ourselves into being one of the greenest gardens in the world and transforming our organization to be relevant in the 21st century. And that's very exciting, and it's great to be a part of this whole movement that's taken place in the city to really take our city to the next level.